An entrance is synonymous with every single wrestler there is. It's what gets you excited for every single moment that they come out, you know? Say their music hits, for instance, and you recognize the music. You know right away who it is. But there's other things in their entrances that makes their entrance even cooler than just their music alone. Yes, their music obviously carries a big portion of this, but sometimes it's what they do. It's like their actions, what their movements are, you know? There's little nuances that each wrestler does that just makes their entrance their own. So in this video, I'm going to go through my top 10 favorite WWE entrances there are, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it, you know? This list is obviously going to be more objective. I don't have that many, you know, shockers on here. I think this is more objective than subjective, but that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys have to say down below, though. Let's get into it. Starting off in my number 10 position, I have Jey Uso. Now, I really did not want to put Jey Uso on this list, but you can't deny it, man. I can't deny how good of an entrance he has, even though I find it annoying as shit. That's why I put it at number 10. It's my least favorite out of them all, but again, I'm trying to make this as objective as possible. He definitely has one of the better entrances because he gets the entire crowd into his entrance, and it's like, you can't beat that. There's very few people in WWE that actually get the crowd into their entrance, so meaning they have them either singing along, they have them yeeting, like, he has it all. I mean, I think they sing a little bit of his song I can't recall it very well, but I'm pretty sure they definitely sing a little bit of his song, and then they also are just yeeting 24/7. He gets the crowd into it. Hands down, he does. And so, sorry. He gets the crowd into it, and it's kind of mind-boggling how crazy the crowd actually gets, you know? For instance, look at Leon France at Backlash last year, 2024 Backlash. Holy shit, that might have been one of the best entrances I've ever seen. And that crowd was making the camera shake. That's insane. That is just insane. I have not seen an entrance like that where the whole crowd is just moving a camera. That arena had to have been shaking. It's insane. So yeah, as much as I don't want to give Jey Uso his credit, I'm not a huge Jey Uso person, I have to. He has one of the better entrances there is, and it's obvious, you know? It's such a simple entrance, you know, just yeeting down the aisles with a bunch of fans in the crowd, and he's in the crowd, and he's coming down to the ring, and he's just yeeting along with the crowd. That's as simple as it gets, you know? That's just as simple as it gets, but it works, you know? He spends at least 10 minutes doing his entire entrance, and that's probably the longest entrance there is in WWE right now. It's annoying as shit, but it works for him, so it is what it is. Now, next one at number 9 is a little bit of a cheat, but I have Penta / Rey Fenix. Now, I think you can understand why I have both of them on here. They basically have the same entrance, in my opinion. You know, I think Penta's is a little bit cooler looking, so if you want to give the edge to Penta or whatever, that's fine, and say this is really just Penta's entrance, go for it. You know, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but I just figured I'd include Rey Fenix in this spot too, because their entrances are very alike, and it's because they're brothers, so I'm assuming their entrances are supposed to be alike. But either way you put it, I'm not a fan of his entrance music, but I like what he does at the beginning of his entrance, where he has that big fire thing behind him spinning, or the fire just shooting up above to the back behind him or whatever, and then he has that spinning thing with the pyro or whatever the hell that is. It's a cool looking entrance at first when the ah or something like that. When he does that, it's really cool looking, and honestly, I can't deny how cool it is. I find it a little bit cooler than Jey Uso's entrance, which is why I put it above Jey Uso's, but yeah, I'm not a fan of his entrance music, and don't even get me started with that stupid ass emote he does where he's just doing this the entire time down and does that little stupid ass dance. Don't even get me started with that. That gets annoying as shit, but I'm giving it to the fact that you don't see many people have something like that, and it's a really cool way to just get you hyped for a Penta match in general, or whatever Penta is going to be doing. More times than not, though, it is a Penta match. We haven't had him come out to that to really just cut a promo in the middle of the ring. It's been more or less for a match. So yeah, that's what I kind of like about it, is that it's just different. You don't see it very often, and yeah, it's different enough to get him on this list. At my number 8 position, I have Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross I put on here because his entrance is so unique. I think his entrance is the only one that actually does this, where the screen goes black and white, and honestly, I just find it different. I like how different it is. It's a cool looking entrance, you know. Obviously, this entrance has returned. He's finally been able to do it again, and that's why I'm putting it back on here, or on here in the first place, is because it seems as if he's actually doing it again. So that's the reason it's on here. So yeah, I like it. I find it unique. I find it interesting. There's nothing new about it. I mean, there's nothing spectacular about it outside of the fact that you come into it as black and white, you know, and I find that kind of cool. So yeah, his entrance isn't like anything special though. As I said, it's just different, and that's what gets a lot of these lower level guys like Penta or Karrion Kross or even a Jey Uso on this list, is because their entrances are just more unique than most of the main rosters. So that's kind of why they make their way on this list. In my number 7 position, I may or may not get a lot of hate for this one, but I find this one really, really cool. The Wyatt Six. Now, we haven't seen them in a while now, but if you go back and watch the Wyatt Six entrance, holy cow, you know, that entrance is absolutely insane. And then their debut, you know, they killed Chad Gable, and they came in from Gorilla. That was just a cool ass entrance. It's always so cool, the Wyatt Six. And Bray Wyatt's entrances used to be really cool, you know. They're trying to carry that legacy on throughout the entrance, and you can tell the lantern and everything. I just love everything about the Wyatt Six entrance, and they obviously don't sing his song yet, but I'm assuming that'll come as they start, you know, coming on screen a little bit more. That song is going to get remembered. I feel like it will. But either way you put it, the crowd gets hyped. They got the fireflies going with their phone flashlights. Yeah, the crowd just gets into it whenever their music hits, and then the lights go dark or whatever. That was such a cool touch they added or whatever, because you knew they were coming. The way they presented the Wyatt Six early on was phenomenal. You know, it really, really was. But then the execution of them had just been terrible. You know, outside of their entrance, they did everything pretty bad with them. I gotta be honest. Everything about the Wyatt Six had been pretty bad outside of the entrances and the promo vignettes. I can't forget about those. The promo vignettes, those were phenomenal. Bo Dallas, one of the best. I'm sorry, he is just so damn good at becoming an alter ego. And I was kind of wondering how he would be as the Uncle Howdy, but he has done phenomenal with it. But yeah, whenever their music just hits, it's like the crowd gets goosebumps. You get goosebumps, and it's like, holy shit. I remember over the summer, I was getting so excited whenever their music would hit, or an Uncle Howdy promo would come on the screen. You know, it's just, the aura of them is just so sick, and I love that. It was just a cool entrance. Now, in my number 6 position, this is where these are going to be the people that you see more times than not. And believe it or not, my only female on this list, Rhea Ripley. Rhea 100% has the best female entrance in WWE. It's not even close. The crowd, this obviously just comes to her being so damn over, but whenever her music hits, the crowd goes absolutely berserk, so they just know it's her. And her stomp at the beginning, sick as shit. Whenever she does that stomp, huge pyro goes in the air during PLEs normally, and it's just a cool ass looking fucking entrance, you know. It's so damn cool looking. And then her music, some of the best music that anyone has. Like, I'm being serious. She has some of the best music. If I was ranking this based off of music, she'd be up, I want to say, within the number 3. I would say she's up in the top 3. Her music is phenomenal, and the fact that she didn't get Def Rebeled, that's lucky her. A lot of people suffer from Def Rebel, and thank God she does not. You know, if you heard her music before Motionless in White sang the song for her, holy shit, it was pretty bad. But once Motionless in White covered the song for her, it has gotten so much better, and thank God for it. Yeah, Motionless in White does a phenomenal job at singing her song, and her song is just so good. It gets her in the moment, as she always says in her interviews that she has. The song just helps her dial in, get her in the moment, and yeah, that's what a song is supposed to do. And then her entrance, you can just feel the aura coming off of her. Yeah, she has the most aura in the women's division, without a doubt. And it's not even close. I'm sorry, it's not even close. I wanted to put Liv Morgan on here, but the only memorable thing about Liv Morgan's entrance is that little laugh that happens at the beginning of her song. That's the only thing interesting about it. So I can't justify just putting a little giggle or laugh, whatever the hell it is at the beginning of her entrance song, in for this. Rhea has such a cool entrance, and then once she gets to the ring, she does like a little kick, like spin or whatever on the apron, and then she's like looking into the camera all menacingly. She just knows how to entertain during her entrance, and she does it really, really well. Now, in my number 5 position, I was not even going to be putting him on this list maybe a year ago, but now I am. Randy Orton. Randy Orton, I want to say within this last year, his entrance has just become awesome. You know, the crowd sings his song. Anywhere he is, you're singing his song out loud, and they get loud as shit. I was at a Smackdown and I got to hear it firsthand. I was singing along too, and it gets loud. The TV does not do it justice. It gets loud as hell in the arenas, and I can only imagine what it's like overseas with him, you know? I've heard it hella loud over there, but TV obviously has been doing them justice. I can only imagine what it's like actually in person. You probably are going deaf when it's Randy Orton in person in that arena overseas. You've got to be going deaf. And yeah, Randy Orton has been a part of WWE for over 20 years, I want to say now. And now the crowd is finally singing his song. It's like, it feels right, if that makes any sense. It feels right. And I'm just happy for him. He deserves every bit of this. And yeah, he goes along with it as well. You always see him go on the top rope and he does his thing or whatever, his pose, and he's posing for the cameras and shit. But yeah, it's more his entrance song that carries him here, and his entrance song is just phenomenal in itself. So the fact that it took him this long to start singing along to his song, yeah, Randy Orton, he is over his shit whenever he comes out there, because you can just fucking hear it. That crowd goes insane singing his song. So yeah, his song here is really what carries his ranking. I mean, he doesn't do anything special in his entrances. It's just the song. And sometimes that's all it takes to have a phenomenal entrance. And my number 4 position, I have Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, yeah, what can I say? Over the past year or so, you've seen it firsthand. Anytime he makes his entrance, the whoa, yeah, his whoa, it carries his ranking here. And then he gets insane pyro during the whoa. Yeah, he's got 2 whoas in his song, and both whoas the fans go berserk. And they actually sing a song too. That's another thing that carries this, is that he sings a song. Cody just does a lot in his entrance, and he gets the crowd hyped. You know, he's going back and forth trying to get the crowd into it, and it's just good to see. You know, he understands how to get a crowd actually into the moment, and he does it really, really well. And then the pyro, as I said, it just carries it. I mean, there's not much you really need to say about Cody Rhodes. You see it firsthand. Cody just does everything that you want in an entrance, and he does it so, so well. He has an entrance song that people sing. He gets the crowd into it the moment. He has a moment where the whole crowd gets into his song with him, and it's just good. It's good stuff, and I love it. In my number 3 position, I have Roman Reigns. Now, hear me out. Roman, with his old entrance song, would have been number 1, but with the new one, I can't justify putting that one at number 1. I don't like his new one as much as I liked his old one, but it's still a good song, don't get me wrong. And then the whole crowd ones to the sky. What carries Roman's ranking here is the fact that it's just the aura that comes off of him when he comes out. It is like none other, and I've seen it in person. You get goosebumps when Roman comes out. You really, really do. There's no one like Roman. There really, really isn't. His aura is just insane. There's no one that can compare to him right now in terms of aura and just walking out into the arena. There is just nothing that compares to him right now, and it's absurd. His pyro is phenomenal. His ones to the sky, I've done it in myself. I've seen it in person. Everyone, and I mean everyone, puts their ones to the sky. It's insane. His movement is just incredible. He just goes to the beat of his music so well, and you saw it more with his old song. The beat to the music that he had with raising the title at the beat of his music, and then raising the ones to the beat of his music, and then moving to the beat of his music, where he would just turn his body and move. He just was so damn good. He got to know that entrance song inside and out. He just utilized it to his fullest ability, and he did it so damn well every single time. And that's why I said if he still was going out to his old entrance song, that would be number one, hands down. But this one, I feel like he's still like trying to learn the beats to this music. You can tell he's offbeat a lot, but again, you don't see him very often, so that might be another reason, is that he just doesn't have the time to get on beat with this song. I don't know, but yeah, this song, it's not bad by any means, because he still carries that same aura that he had. It's just before, he would always go to the beat of every thing in the song. Just any beat that there is, he does something to it, and it was just awesome. In my number 2 position, I have CM Punk. CM Punk is here basically because, yeah, you get, oh my god, when a song hits, man, there is nothing like a CM Punk song hitting. There is just nothing like it. Whenever like the little TV at the beginning of the song or whatever, you know damn well business is just picked up. It gets you into the freaking moment, man. It really, really does, and I love everything about it. It is such a good entrance song. And then he had Living Color. I could not think of their name. Living Color played them to the ring this past WrestleMania, and yeah, dude, oh my god, it's such a good song. And then, oh my god, don't even get me started with that video package, and then having this fire burns at the end of it. Oh, that was so good. There has been some videos coming out of the crowd singing along to this fire burns in the arena, and oh my god, it gives me goosebumps. I loved this fire burns, that being his old song. I love that song just as much as the new one, if not more than the new one, and that's insane to say because the new one isn't even new anymore, but yeah, it's still a phenomenal song. But this fire burns, there was just something about it, and it was just so good. But yeah, you know business is picked up when CM Punk's little at the beginning of the song comes on. You know, you just know it. You heard it this past Monday on Raw. Like, you were thinking Seth Rollins was about to beat Jey Uso, and then all of a sudden that TV static noise came on, and then Punk came out, and oh, dude, there is just no one who can do it with the song. His song, I think, is the best. Like, lyric for lyric, I think he has the best song in WWE right now. But yeah, I can't even say enough about CM Punk's entrance. His entrance gets you into it. And then when he does the "it's clobbering time," yeah, and then dude, he just gets you into the moment. I love it. I really, really love his entrance. And last but not least, by process of elimination, I think you can already assume who I have at my number 1 position. I have Seth freaking Rollins at my number 1 position. His entrance, oh yeah. He doesn't even have to do anything. He just literally raises the microphone to the audience, and they just start singing his song. Whoa! And then they'll sing it for as long as he tells them to. He has the crowd by his hand, and it's insane to see. Talk about being insanely over. I mean, seriously, he understands it. And yeah, basically the crowd sings his song for him. That's insane. Like, literally all Seth has to do is walk out and then put a microphone to the sky, and the crowd will sing a song, and he'll make his way to the ring. You know, that's all he has to do. Obviously, that's never happened before, but I'm telling you right now, is if he did that, I'm sure as shit that crowd would sing him to the ring. I'm not kidding, they would. We sang it when I was there. I sang it for sure. Like, it's a catchy song. It gets you into it, and it's just the "burn it down" at the beginning, and then you're like, oh shit, and then the fire burst, and then yeah, you just start singing it right away. Yeah, Seth Rollins' entrance, I've had a new appreciation for Seth Rollins over the past month or so. he's probably my favorite right now. I'm not even kidding. Seth Rollins is just freaking awesome. I love him so much right now. And his song, yes, I love this song. His best iteration of this song for him, and it's just, it gets you in the moment. It really, really does. Alright, so that was my top 10 best entrances in WWE. I would love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comment section, and let me know if you guys agree with my list, who you guys might think is the top 10, or who's your number 1, for instance. I feel like the number 1 is super interchangeable within the top 5 people, maybe even the top 6 if you want to include Rhea in that. I mean, they all top 6, they're phenomenal, and obviously they're 6 of the top people in the company, so that's to be expected. Their entrances are obviously going to be phenomenal, and that's what makes them who they are for the most part. You know, Rhea, for sure, that's what makes her so damn awesome, is that entrance song, it gets you into it. And same with a bunch of them. They just get you into the moment. And so that's why I have them so damn high. The back 4 or whatever, I just put fun ones in there that you don't see like other people doing. So I just wanted to include them. They deserve their love and their praise for how awesome their songs are. So, or not even their songs, their entrances are, how awesome their entrances are. I was initially going to make a video based off of their songs, but then I was like, copyright, and that might just take too long. But this one, I thought this was a cool compromise, so please tell me down below what you guys think, and until next time, see ya.